Gentlemen, at this time, we ask you to ensure that all your devices are turned on silent for the start of the seated whilst the graduates process. Please be informed that professional photography will be done throughout the ceremony and the graduates will have access to their photos at the end. So we ask that you do not come to the stage area, that you remain in your seats, and we will have the professional photography done. At the end of the ceremony, however, we have several photo stations where you will be able to engage a professional photographer as well as to do your selfies. So we wish you a very rich ceremony today. Please celebrate your graduates. At this time, I hand you over to the Mistress of Ceremonies, Miss Deborah Dolor. Please give her a round of applause.
Thank you, and good morning, everyone. Our ceremony will begin now. Please remain seated for the academic procession, which will be led by our Grand Marshal, Dr. Marie-Louise Felix, Lecturer of Environmental Science at the Safford Lewis Community College. Leads graduates from the Professional and Lifelong Learning South Campus. Followed by graduates from the Faculty of Humanities and Sciences. see how beautiful they all look. Our graduates, we have the faculty in their academic dress. Immediately after, we have the registrar and other senior college officials. Members of the Board of Governors, principal and guest speaker, the chairman of the Board of Governors, everyone to please stand. Ladies and gentlemen, we await the entrance of the Governor General of St. Lucia, Sir Cyril Errol Charles, and Lady Charles. I invite Manasseh Stanislas to the podium. As he makes his way, please stand at attention for the singing of the national anthem.
Good morning, everyone. Please stand at attention for the national anthem. Sons and daughters of St. Lucia, love the land that gave us birth, land of beaches, hills and valleys, fairest isle of all the earth. Wheresoever you may roam, love, oh love, our island home. Gone the times when nations battled for this Helen of the West. Gone the days when strife and discord dimmed the children's toil and rest. Dawns at last a brighter day, stretches out a glad new way. May the good Lord bless our island, guard our sons from woe and harm. May our people live united, strong in soul and strong in arm. Justice, truth, and charity, our ideal forever be.
We, at this time, will offer prayer, and this invocation will be done by Milen Philip, Secretary at the Student Experience Unit of the College.
Good morning. Let us approach the throne of grace in the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Heavenly Father, we thank you for your presence in this place today. As we gather for this graduation, we pause to first express our gratitude to you. Thank you for allowing us to witness this moment that reflects your goodness, your guidance, and your unfailing grace. Lord, we are grateful for the journey that brought these graduates to this day. Thank you for the lessons learned. Thank you for the challenges that built resistance and the victories that strengthened their confidence. Through it all, you have been faithful. Lord, we thank you for the parents and guardians who supported these graduates with love and sacrifice. Lord, bless them for every effort made along the way. We thank you for the lecturers and support staff who dedicated their time and efforts to helping these graduates arrive at this point in their academic journeys. May their commitment have a lasting impact. Father, we thank you for classmates who became friends, community for encouragement, teamwork, and shared memories that made their journeys richer. Lord, we also thank you for this institution, for every person who actively works to provide an environment where learning and growth can flourish. Lord, you have used many hands and hearts to bring this day to life, and we are grateful for it all. So as we begin this ceremony, we ask your blessing over every part of today's proceedings. Let everything done here bring honor to you. Fill this place with joy, pride, and a deep sense of accomplishment. And Lord, as these graduates will step into the next chapter as graduates of the Sir Arthur Lewis Community College, we praise you as Jehovah Jireh, the Lord who provides. We beseech you to provide all they need to see your purpose continue to unfold in their lives. We give you all thanks, all the glory, and all the praise in Jesus' name. Amen.
Please be seated. Your Excellency, Sir Errol Charles, Governor General of St. Lucia, and Lady Charles, members of the Diplomatic Corps, Ms. Althea Emmanuel, Deputy Permanent Secretary, Ministry of Education, Mr. Clissus Springer, Chairman of the Board of Governors of the Sir Arthur Lewis Community College, members of the Board of Governors of the Sir Arthur Lewis Community College, Dr. Marjorie Jameson Charles, Principal of the Sir Arthur Lewis Community College, managers, deans, faculty and staff of the Sir Arthur Lewis Community College, special invited guests, sponsors, parents of the graduates, 2025 graduating class, online audience, a pleasant and blessed morning to you. We are gathered here today on this beautiful Sunday morning to witness the climax of 2 to 3 years journey of over 320 graduates. As their guests, we will follow the proceedings closely and cheer loudly when finally these certificates over here get into the hands of the rightful owners. And when that is said and done, no one can put asunder. You know why? Their names are on it. They've earned it, and they've come here to claim it. So with that being said, it is with profound pleasure that I warmly welcome you, our graduates here, and those who have joined us virtually to this 39th graduation ceremony of the Sir Arthur Lewis Community College. Welcome, welcome, welcome. If you feel welcome, then let me hear some noise. To continue, we invite Mr. Clissus Springer, Chairman of the Board of Governors, with a welcome remark. Thank you.
Bonjour. Bonjour, bonjour. And good morning. Excellency, Lady Charles, I crave your indulgence to use the protocols just established. I welcome you all to this 39th graduation ceremony of the Sir Arthur Lewis Community College. I am especially happy that we found a way to accommodate all students who wished to attend along with their parents and guardians. If all of the 500 plus students who are eligible to graduate had opted to do so, we would have needed 3 ceremonies. Today, we're having 2, and as you can imagine, the preparation for these 2 events involved a great deal of effort. So on behalf of all of us, I thank the members of the graduation committee, all faculty and staff, as well as the staff of the Royalton Hotel for their incredible contribution to the staging of today's events. Now, I am under strict orders to keep this address to 5 minutes. And since I can only be fired by the minister, and the minister is not able to be here with us today, I am using the privilege of chairman to add a minute or two to this allotted time. And I'm doing this for good reason, I think. The first is to ask you, please, to stand and join with me in a moment of silence for some stalwarts of the education system who have passed on in the past year. Could you please stand and observe a minute of silence with me? I invoke the memory of Mr. Alban Antoine, former Dean of Technical Education at the Sir Arthur Lewis Community College, Mrs. Muriel Gill, Mr. Denise Springer, and Mr. Augustus Small, former Dean of Administration at Monroe University. Let's take a minute, please. Thank you very much. You may be seated. May their souls rest in God's infinite mercy. This past year has been a challenging one, and I know I've said that for the last 4 years or last 3 years. But it's also been very rewarding. The board, management, faculty, and staff and partners have continued our efforts to make the SALCC the best college it can be. In everything we do or have done, we have kept the goal of a Sir Arthur Lewis University uppermost in our minds. Here are some of the things that we have done in quest of that goal. The board has been steadily building the policy foundation for this university. A draft bill has been cleared for submission to the Minister of Education. Moreover, we have been steadily increasing the number of faculty and staff with higher degrees, which, as you may know, is a requirement for university status. The board has also approved several policies to give managers the clarity and the certainty they need to make sound decisions. Considerable time and effort has been spent by the board's HR committee, which is led by our indefatigable deputy chair, Dr. Fortuna Anthony, to revamp the college's recruitment and selection processes. The organizational structure of the college has also been redesigned to ensure that we have the right people in the right positions and to support a seamless transition to university status. A strategic plan has also been completed with feedback from internal and external stakeholders, I beg your pardon. The board has been steadily renovating the physical plant as quickly as possible and as finances permit. However, the board will shortly be meeting with the government to discuss ways of speeding up this rehabilitation program. In the meantime, the security building, the Montoute House, and the Bachelor of Education classrooms have been renovated. Designs and tender documents for the renovation of the science block are complete, and work should start by March of 2026, which incidentally is also the timeline for us to move into our newly refurbished campus in Vieux Fort. Early next year, we'll engage with government on plans, on their desire, that is, government's desire, to expand the offerings of the Department of Health and Wellness to accommodate more students in nursing and allied health fields. The modernization of equipment is also being prioritized. All classrooms, including those at our farm and at the Southern Campus, will be converted into smart classrooms. Equipment being used in the technical realms will be modernized on a phased basis through funding from the OECS Skills and Innovation Project and the Caribbean Digital Transformation Project. By March 2026, the college farm will be converted into a center for agri-entrepreneurship and innovation. In addition to teaching our students to become successful entrepreneurs, the center will provide technical support to farmers in areas such as soil testing, farming techniques, and other services. And I'm happy to announce that a week ago, a community learning hub and a smart classroom was officially opened at the center. The board has also approved the creation of a school for lifelong learning and professional development to ensure that our college can respond to the learning and professional development needs of every St. Lucian who desires to improve his or her skills and their lives. The board is eager to see the emergence of a vibrant extracurricular and research program at the college. We are immensely proud of our 4 students who represented St. Lucia at the first global robotics competition in Panama. I think that deserves some applause. Also deserving of applause is the fact that sports-wise, SLCC students dramatically upped their game in nearly every sporting discipline. 5 of our students were members of the national team that earned a bronze medal in the Eastern Caribbean Under-23 volleyball competition. And there's more. We also triumphed in the National Schools Under-19 basketball and football competitions and placed third in the Under-19 netball championships. Let's warmly applaud our team. And there's more to celebrate. The Arthur Lewis Community College, Sir Derek Walcott Library, has been accepted into UNESCO's Memory of the World Regional Register. And for that, we have to thank all our incredible librarian and his staff for this honor. Now, during the recent election campaign, you will have noticed that the SLCC received considerable attention on both sides. And we see this as bipartisan support for our college to become globally competent and that it can produce nationals who are market ready and globally aware. SLCC has proven its value over the past 46 years. No, 39 years, right? I have my arithmetic. Next year we celebrate our 40th anniversary. So we want to have a grand event, Excellency, and we look forward to your presence with us at that point. But here's the thing. The future of the SLCC is secure only if it is about excellence. However, excellence cannot be the remit of SLCC alone. The entire education system is coming next. Make our country and our world a better place, and let your story inspire future graduates to follow their own paths to excellence and success. On behalf of the board, management, faculty, staff of the college, I offer best wishes to you all, and especially for a joyous Christmas and for a healthy and happy New Year. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Springer. As you heard, we have plans. We always have plans at the college. Rehabilitation, innovation, modernization, and of course, the continued pursuit of excellence. And this cannot happen without help from the ministry. That's why it's always good as an educational institution to have a representative from the ministry here to hear our plans and to help us achieve them. This time, we have Ms. Althea Emmanuel, Deputy Permanent Secretary of the Ministry of Education, to address us. I hope she heard what my boss said.
Thank you, Master of Ceremonies. Your Excellency, Sir Errol Charles and Mrs. Charles, please allow me to adopt the protocol that has been established. Thank you. Good morning, everyone. Good morning, everyone. Good morning. It's your day. Today we gather to celebrate achievements, resilience, and the extraordinary potential of our young people. Graduation is never a solitary achievement. It is a day of pride, not only for the graduates seated before us, but for every parent, guardian, lecturer, mentor, friend who supported them along the way. It is a product of sacrifice, late-night effort, and unwavering belief that learning remains one of the most powerful tools of transformation. To the graduating class of 2025, I extend my heartfelt congratulations. You have navigated demanding programs, changing learning environments, and the challenges of a rapidly evolving world. Many of you overcame moments of doubt and uncertainty, but you persevered. And today, you stand as testimony to your own strength and commitment. You have shown discipline, resilience, adaptability, qualities that will serve you well as you step into your next chapter. Your achievement is also shared. Behind each graduate is a network of support. Parents who woke up early or stayed up late, lecturers who guided and challenged you, and friends who cheered you on. This ceremony belongs to them as well as it belongs to you. You are the product, soon to be alumni, of the institution that brought you to this crossroad. Sir Arthur Lewis Community College continues to honor its namesake in many, but not just its title. It sits at the intersection of opportunity, innovation, and national development, and has demonstrated a commitment to excellence and nation building. It remains a national asset, producing skilled professionals, supporting economic growth, and shaping the leadership we need for St. Lucia's continued development. The government of St. Lucia recognizes and values this role deeply. Its engagement with the college is not seasonal or symbolic. It is strategic, intentional, and grounded in the belief that education is the surest path toward opportunity and national progress. The government views the Sir Arthur Lewis Community College not simply as an educational institution, but as a hub of economic and social development, one that plays a vital role in moving our country forward. The government's commitment to Sir Arthur Lewis Community College is unwavering. It sees this institution as a cornerstone of human capital development, and it continues to strengthen support systems that ensure access and affordability. I can assure you that moving forward, the government's commitment to education will not diminish. In fact, the premium that will be placed on education will be amplified. The government is committed to reducing the barriers to higher education. In response to regional market shortages, global demand, and the college's strong track record in producing highly competent healthcare professionals, the government is increasing tuition assistance for students in the nursing division. This investment is a recognition of a critical role nurses play in safeguarding our health system and our national resilience. We acknowledge the growing demand for trained healthcare professionals, both locally and internationally. The pandemic taught us many lessons, among them the importance of resilience within our health system. Nurses were and continue to be the backbone of our national response. Strengthening the pipeline of nursing professionals is not only a priority for the health sector, it is essential for national security. In addition, the number of government bursaries available to students across all divisions has been expanded. This ensures financial difficulty will not stand between a young person and the promise of a brighter future. These investments are about equity, empowerment, and preparing a new generation of St. Lucians to lead and succeed. Graduation marks a major personal milestone, but it also represents an important national moment. You are the generation that will navigate a world defined by rapid technology change, increasing interconnectedness, environmental shifts, and evolving labor markets. But be that it may, graduation also marks a beginning. Whether you are stepping into the workforce, continuing your studies, or pursuing entrepreneurship, I encourage you to move forward with courage and purpose. You are entering a world shaped by rapid change, but also rich with opportunity. Your time at Sir Arthur Lewis Community College has equipped you not only with knowledge, but with the confidence to adapt, to question, and to create. Use your skills well. Serve with integrity. Dream boldly. And carry with you the legacy of Sir Arthur Lewis, who taught us that small countries can dream big and that excellence is not reserved for others. St. Lucia needs your energy, your creativity, your discipline, and your courage. We need graduates who see challenges not as obstacles, but as opportunities for problem solving. We need young people who are not afraid to think differently and dream boldly. And we need citizens who are committed to improving their communities, uplifting others, and living with integrity. Allow me to offer a few guiding thoughts as you embark on your next journey. Number one, stay curious. The world is changing quickly. The most successful people are not those who know everything, but those who are willing to keep learning. Number two, be adaptable. New industries will emerge. Old roles will evolve. Flexibility will be one of the greatest assets. Number three, serve with purpose. whether in healthcare, business, the arts, education, or technology, seek not only success, but significance. And number 4, honor your roots. Remember the families, communities, and institutions that nurtured you. Lift others as you rise. To the board and principal, faculty, and staff of Sir Arthur Lewis Community College, thank you for your leadership, your unwavering belief in the potential of our young people. You make an immeasurable contribution to national building. To the families, thank you for your sacrifices, encouragement, and believing in your children and your wards, even when they doubted themselves. Your support has brought them to this moment. And to the class of 2025, today is your day. Celebrate it fully. Walk proudly into your future. Your country is proud of you. Your government supports you, and the world awaits your contribution. May you go forward with wisdom, humility, and the determination to leave every space and enter better than you found it. Congratulations again, and may God bless you all. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Ms. Emmanuel. Mr. Chair, did you hear? They value us. They are strategic. And we are the surest path to opportunity and national progress. We are a hub of economic and social development, moving our country forward. So, sir, please, if you have not typed up the proposal, please do so you can hand it to the ministry, because she represented them very well. Put your hands again together for her. She represented them. And I think she's honorable in her word, and she will see to it that they do what they say they will do, all right? Our government supports us. As we wait in anticipation to hear from our guest speaker, we call on Ms. Samira Charles, lab technician, Faculty of Humanities and Sciences, with the introduction.
Ladies and gentlemen, distinguished guests, faculty, staff, proud families, and most importantly, the graduating class of 2025. It is my honor to introduce our guest speaker, Mr. Keegan Patrick. Keegan Patrick is a visionary entrepreneur, technologist, and change maker who stands today as one of the Caribbean's most dynamic young leaders. Recognized as both a Caribbean 30 under 30 and 35 under 35 honoree, he has dedicated his life's work to shaping a more innovative, inclusive, and technology-driven future for our region. He is the co-founder and CEO of Obtronics and Riffbid, two groundbreaking ventures that are transforming the Caribbean's digital landscape, one through ecosystem building and youth empowerment, and the other through modernizing government procurement. His leadership has helped secure international partnerships, raise significant investment for regional innovation, and train and mentor over 1,000 young people across the Caribbean. Keegan's impact extends far beyond entrepreneurship, from global speaking engagements in the United States, Africa, Asia, and across the Caribbean, to building innovation hubs and championing youth-driven development. He has become a respected voice on the future of technology, AI, resilience, and economic opportunity. His work has been recognized by institutions such as the International Telecommunications Union, Caribbean Corporate Governance Institute, FIRST Global Robotics, and the Youth Economy Agency. Keegan, a proud alumnus of Sir Arthur Lewis Community College, whose academic journey from the University of the West Indies to completing his master's degree at the prestigious Massachusetts Institute of Technology, MIT, inspires young people across our island and region. His upcoming book, Premature Billionaire, distills his entrepreneurial lessons into a guide for creating opportunity, wealth, and meaningful impact. Today, he joins us not just as a speaker, but as a testament to what is possible when ambition meets purpose, and when youth are empowered to innovate, lead, and transform the world around them. Graduates, you could not have a more relevant or inspiring voice to help usher you into your next chapter. Please join me in welcoming our 2025 SALCC graduation guest speaker, Mr. Keegan Patrick.
Thank you for the introduction, and allow me to adopt the protocol already been established. And good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Good morning, good morning. Every time I am asked to do one of these, I always feel like I face the burden of answering the obvious question you are probably asking yourselves right now. Why should I listen? Why should I pay attention? To be honest, it's a valid question. Not too long ago, I was standing exactly where you are. Actually, that's not true. I missed my own graduation, like I missed everyone before that. But I did sit under the big tree, just like you. I did play cards, pack 5, pack shilling, under LFT and OTW, just like you. I even hosted not one, but 2 lawn parties, with the third one unfortunately being cancelled for undue or extenuating circumstances. In some sense, I wish I was standing where you are today, to start all over, and maybe this time not miss my own graduation. You may still be wondering, why listen to me? Maybe you're even started to wonder, how did someone once in my shoes end up attending the #1 university in the world? How did someone who started from a tiny rock in the middle of the ocean win over 160,000 US in scholarships to fund his bachelor's and master's degrees? How did someone from right here get selected as one of the Caribbean's 30 under 30 entrepreneurs? How did the same person raise over $1 million US in funding for his businesses? Maybe you should listen. At this point in time, you are beginning your journey into the world. It is time to chart your own path. But before you do so, I implore you to take the time to define what success is. Many may define success as accumulating massive amounts of money that allow you to buy all the luxurious things in life. Some may define it as giving back to your family, maybe giving back to your community, and that makes us feel good. But I would like to dare to redefine that metric of success. My metric for success is how much value I can give to the world. The metric is not how many rectangular sheets of paper we can all collect, but the number of and quality of the goods and services I can offer to make the world a better place for my human peers. Money is just the medium of exchange humans invented to facilitate trade. Money only has value because a group of humans have conceived or convinced the population that it is valuable and that everyone believes that it is valuable. But the real value is in the products you will make, the art pieces you will draw, the services you will provide. The value is in your peers being so satisfied with the product or service you provide that they were willing to give you something in return. Now that we have a metric, a yardstick that we can measure success, let us define the term. Success is not about how much we receive from the world, but about how many lives we can improve. It is about how much value we can deliver to our peers and the people we share this world with. To create so much value that it would be unreasonable for someone not to want to help you in return. Let me paint a picture for you. Maybe a story might make it a little bit more real. In 2023, our company Optronics faced an enormous challenge. We needed to get a team of 5 students and 2 mentors from St. Lucia to Singapore for the first global robotics challenge, the youth robotics equivalent of the Olympics. The cost, $35,545 US. Our budget, practically zero. At the time, Optronics was a young company making around $50,000 US a year. Nowhere near enough to fund flights, accommodation, and the registration fee of $10,000 and still pay employee salaries. But we knew something crucial. This wasn't a money problem. It was a value problem. We knew our ability to get the team to the competition in Singapore was not about the dollar value, but about strategically finding who we can provide enough value to say that they are willing to waive our cost. We mapped out every major cost, and now we asked ourselves, who can we provide the most value to? Flights, British Airways was maybe a bit too large. We did not know anybody who owned or ran British Airways. Accommodation in Singapore, same issue, a little bit too far. We didn't speak the language. We didn't speak some of the language. Registration fees, First Global. This was our opportunity. We had real contacts, we knew people at First Global, but why would they waive the fee? Why would they care about a small island like ours? Why would they pay for us? That's when we saw the opportunity. First Global secures millions in funding by showcasing the life-changing impact of its competition. And we had a story that could help them do exactly that. My co-founder and I had competed in the first ever the first global challenge in 2017. That experience inspired us to start Optronics, a company that now trains the next generation of robotics engineers in the Caribbean. 6 years later, from 2017, we were no longer just competitors, we were mentors of the St. Lucia robotics team. We pitched our story to First Global, highlighting how we were living proof of their impact. One conversation, one application, and that's all it took. In a matter of days, they paid for our flights, accommodation, and waived the $10,000 registration fee, because our story was worth more than $37,525 US to them. When we arrived in Singapore, the impact was even bigger than we expected. Our team was featured on one of Asia's largest news stations. I was interviewed live on the First Global's main stage. We had turned our story into a currency more valuable than money itself. And that's the lesson. It's never about money. It's about providing value for the right people. You are the new generation. You are the new generation of engineers, the new generation of doctors, teachers, artists, masons, sportsmen, and the list goes on. You are the generation that is going to define the future of the world. We need you to be delusional enough to believe you can change the world. We need you. The systems built in the world today were formed by men and women no smarter than you nor I. They were built imperfect. And just a group of men a few hundred years ago created the systems and infrastructure we live in today. We have the power that a group of us today can change them. We have been blessed to be born in this new generation, a generation empowered to learn, produce, and explore more powerful tools than what has been existed ever before. You live in a time of artificial intelligence, humanoid robots, genetically enhanced babies, and I assure you, 20 years ago, all of these ideas were labeled as delusional. You must be delusional to believe that you are one out of a billion who will create an outsized impact on the world. You need to see your future success as inevitable, not just possible. Then you need to convince everyone around you that this is the future, and if they do not see it, they are crazy. But do not expect people to be complicit to your delusion, even the people closest to you. Expect there to be doubts in your vision. Accept the fact that you are the one who is completely delusional and not the doubters. They are in fact perfectly sane. Do not hold a grudge against the ones who will doubt you. They are acting on logical and reasonable assumptions based on historical data. And you are acting on intuition of some future series of events happening in near perfect order. You are the one operating from a place of innate delusion. To achieve extraordinary success, you must adopt a mindset where your future success is not a possibility, but an inevitability. This belief, though it may seem delusional to others, is what high achievers use to manifest their goals into reality. The great successes in history started as ideas so radical they seemed delusional. Every billionaire, every industry disruptor, every visionary was at some point labeled as crazy. But what separates them from the average person is their ability to make themselves believe in the impossible before anyone else does. Your inevitable success lays in your hands. The only enemy to success is you. It is not about the resources you are afforded, but about your resourcefulness to build the future you envision with the resources you have. You need to have the highest level of accountability for the outcome of your life. You need to hold yourself 100% accountable for the delta change in your life from the day you were born to the day you die. Your goal is to have the largest possible delta in your own life. Every aspect of life outside of your control is irrelevant to the reason why you will be able to create this large delta on your life situation. It does not matter where you were born. It does not matter who you were born to. Yes, you may look over your shoulder and say, it was easier for another person to achieve success because they were born into a wealthy family or they were born into a better economy, a larger country. But this is irrelevant to your life. We are tasked with making do with the hand we are dealt. Regardless, whatever the resources at our disposal, if any, are the tools we have to build our future. Whatever your chosen field, whatever your chosen profession, whatever your chosen career, your success is in your hands. Some people say you may need luck, but I don't believe in luck. Do so much volume that is unreasonable for you not to succeed. Who do you think will score more goals? The talented player who took 100 shots on goal, or the guy who took 100,000 shots on goal? I didn't get into MIT on my first application. I failed, but I applied again next year. I didn't get funding for my company the first time I pitched to investors. I didn't get funding the second time I pitched either. Actually, I got 279 people to take a look at my pitch deck. I was able to meet with and pitch 163 investors. I received 160 no's. Again, I'll say, I received 160 people, again after again, telling me no. But those 3 yeses helped us raise over $1 million. From the time I was born, my mother always used to tell me this, and I'm going to tell it to you too. You are the best, so be the best. My mother never told me to try my best. The goal wasn't to try. You had to be the best. I want you to do the same. I want you to be the best in your chosen fields. I want you to go into the world and be the very best at what you do. I want you to do more volume than anyone else in your field. I want you to provide so much value to your peers that it's unreasonable for them not to recognize your efforts. I stand here with immense joy to be in the presence of this group, because I know today I am standing amongst people that will help change the world. I am standing amongst the people that are going to shape our future. I wish you God's guidance and protection on your journey. Go forth and change the world. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Patrick. Just to be clear, sir, you are a past student of the Sir Arthur Lewis Community College. I just wanted to be sure in case you didn't get that. So, that being said and done, a past student of the Sir Arthur Lewis Community College, right now, Bosla. He is the CEO. Okay? Tibwa Isala Lutewe. Tibwa Isala, but he's a boss. You see, we're a small island nation, 238 square miles, but we do things in a big way. What you have to remember that sometimes failure will come, but let failure be a stepping stone to achieving what seems impossible, but what you can perceive. Yeah? When you leave that today, what I want you to remember when you think of Mr. Keegan Patrick, why fit in when you were born to stand out? Put your hands together again for him. That's inspiration right there. So to all the naysayers that have bad things to say about Sir Arthur, shh, now. Hush, yeah. We invite now Mr. Manasseh Stanislas one more time as he captivates us with his vocal cords.
Good morning again. To the graduates, I hope you have summarized what Mr. Patrick said, and there's 3 key things that you should take away. Persistence, an attitude of gratitude, and trusting God's will. Because if it wasn't for him, trust me, Keegan wouldn't do it, right, Keegan? He would not do it. And the song I'm about to share, I think everybody knows it. It's called Made a Way, because indeed, God did make a way for Keegan, and we're proud of what you're doing, my brother. So congratulations once again.
You have it all worked out, and we're watching us now. But when it seems as if we won't win, you wrapped us in your arms and stepped in. Nothing can catch you by surprise. You have it all worked out, and now we know that you made a way. When our backs were against the wall and it looked as if it was over, yes, you've made Just looking back from where we all came, all because of you and not what we've done. To receive the love and mercy you gave, your grace was strong enough to lift us up, and you made a way. When our backs were against the wall and it looked as if it was over, yes, you've made a way. And we're standing here only because you made a way. You've made a way. When our backs were against the wall and it looked as if it was over, yes, you've made a way. And we're standing here only because you made a way. 'Cause you move mountains and you've caused walls to fall, and with your power you perform miracles, and there is nothing that's impossible. And we're standing here only because you've made a way. 'Cause you move mountains and you cause walls to fall, and by your power you perform miracles, and there is nothing that is impossible. And we're standing here only because you made a way. 'Cause you move mountains and you've caused walls to fall, and with your power you perform miracles, and there is nothing that is impossible. And we're standing here only because he made a way. And we're standing here only because you made a way. And we're standing here only because he made a way. You made a way. I'm grateful that you made a way. For class of 25, you made a way. For the next generation, you made a way. I don't know how, but you did it. You made a way. I don't know how, but you did it. You made a way. I don't know why, but I'm grateful. I don't know why, but I'm grateful. I don't know why, but I'm grateful. All of you should be grateful, 'cause I don't know how, but I'm grateful. I know that I am grateful, and you all should be grateful, 'cause we don't know why. And we're standing here only because you made a way. Thank you. Thank you.
For a minute there, I felt like I was in church. And if you have to see me in church, I'll be in trouble here, so I better behave myself. Put your hands together for God, because he made a way. He made a way. However far you go up, never forget your God, people. Never forget God. Never forget God. And now, graduates, ladies and gentlemen, family, friends, well-wishers, supporters, staff, the moment we have all been waiting for, the grand finale of the SALCC journey, the true icing on the cake. In just a few steps, each of these will ascend this stage as a graduand, but they will descend as a graduate. And with that being said, I will make way for that to happen. I will give over to Mr. Ian Minville, the registrar, with assistance from the deans for the presentation of certificates and awards. It's now your moment to step on the red imaginary carpet. Mr. Minville.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you, Ms. Dolor. I wish to adopt the protocol that has already been established. A pleasant good morning to all. Thank you. A total of 550 students successfully completed a range of certificates, diplomas, associate degree, and bachelor's degrees at the college this academic year. We will begin our presentation with certificates and awards to the graduates of the South Campus. To make the presentations, I will call upon the Vice Principal of Academics, Dr. Winston Fulgence, to take the oath of graduation.
I, Winston Fulgence, Vice Principal for Academics, hereby certify that graduates have successfully completed the prescribed course of study, passed all examinations, met all other program requirements, and are therefore eligible to the award of bachelor's degrees, associate degrees, and certificates.
Thank you. With the graduates of the South Campus, please come forward. To greet the students, I call upon Dr. Cleo Fedilsuk. For this associate degree in criminal justice, Ms. Marisa Fanes. South Campus graduates, please come up. So, okay. Thank you, Dean. One more. For the associate degree in social work, Risha Albert. We move to the Faculty of Humanities and Science. Will the Dean please step forward? Dr. Kathy Depredin. Would the graduates please come forward? For the certificate in the Caribbean Advanced Proficiency Examination, Onissa Adonis. Terrian Albert. Caitlin Alphonse. Michaela Amity. Michaela Antoine. Gianni Bascom. Amelia Shalmine. Joshua Cools. Joshua receives the award for Biology, Chemistry, Caribbean Studies, and the Academic Excellence Award. Kezan Elwin. Devana Eugene. Janine Evans. Latoya Jermaine. Shade Gustave. Monel Joseph. Darren Leslie. Rihanna Marshall. Imani Popo. Najla Michel. And Najla receives the award for physics. Gervais Modeste. Michaela Parker. Kaylee Phillip. Trey Phillip. Darnell Pierre. Faith Raymond. Brianna Richardson. Kayla Sampson. Shamika Senkwa. Cesny Santoremi. Ellen St. Rose. Elamani Thomas. For the Bachelors of Arts in Business Administration, Krishmal Augustine. Hernell Edward. Michelle Smith. For the Bachelors of Arts in Environmental Studies and Sustainability, Cuthberta Charles. Kisi Lionel Popo. Kisi receives the award for the Environmental Studies and Sustainability. Luvette Edgar. Raquel St. Marth. For the associate degree in Administrative Office Management, Darren Aldonza. Elena Shalmine. Jesslyn Chasney. Elma Clement. Jessica Clovis. Patrice Constantine. Pelita Felix. Saivina Jean-Baptiste. Jaquan Lamontagne. Lawrence Lamontagne. Chantel Lawrence. Saren Henville. Sylvana Grandison. Kivia Norbert. Kivia receives the award for Administrative Office Management. Bianca Octave. Adaba Paul. Naim Filbert. Linja Simina. Vernell Charles. Trina Thomas. For the associate degree in digital business and economy, Shade Donai. Janelle Richardson. Janelle receives the award for digital business and economy. Raquel St. Luce. Jamanuel Xavier. For the associate degree in economic trade and finance, Rahul David. Kyle DeTurville. Kayla James. For the associate degree in environmental studies and climate change, Alvia Popo. Dijani Popo. Kia St. Rose. For the associate degree in sustainable business and innovation, Chanel Augustine. Naisha Anderson. Jed Cadet. Keziah Calix. Kayla Shalry. Chloe Charles. JD Clark. Nevin Ko. Nia Cyril. Barry Kokra. Kelani Idan. Trevor Edward. Sherman Elibox. Kenisha Edwin. Maria Fede. Mackenzie Eugene. Christy George. Vince Fortune. Giovanni George. Tuya Maria Jean-Baptiste. Pinky Joseph. Ventura Joseph. Sierra George. Kyra Laporte. Eurith Cox. Kermaine Simon. Emelina Joseph. Summer Winter. Zizi Joseph. Kanzi Josie. Kamal Leopold. Joel Louis Fernand. Aniel Marty. Trina Mata. Dyla Mathre. Kaylee Millington. Markella Nelson. Phaedra Nolly. Camille Pistol. Levi Phillip. Jemiah St. Marie. Jemiah receives the award for Sustainable Business and Innovation. Faith Timet. Jackelsi Victor. Tiffany Vallas. Jutessa Modest. For the associate degree in Sociological Change and Thought, Sydney Emmanuel. Camille Francis. Amy Joseph. Tashelle Lubin. Annalisa Montout. For the associate degree in animation and design, Sakuiv Kade. Ashelby Raymond. Vadil Hippolyte. Daniel Pamphil. Kira Jabatis. Anna Senpri. For the associate degree in creative and performing arts, Desiree Daisy. Cleanus Jules. Brianna Mariette. Nikki Pamphil. Shine Savory. Shine receives the award for creative and performing arts and the highest overall achievement from the Faculty of Humanities and Science. Rochelle Vitalis. For the associate degree in front-end web development, Jair Daisy. Jaden Glasgow. Christopher Stevens. For the associate degree in biology, Kevon Albert. Kamali Augustine. Clemencia Sherubin. Naya Constantine. Jonte Elcock. Selena Gabriel. Aliyah Gonzague. Kelly Marshall Jr. Marisol Regis. Tanisha Spooner. Nivea Wilson. For the associate degree in chemistry, Rashad Auger. Raheem Edward. Thank you, Dean. Graduates, you may have your seat. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, a round of applause for our graduating class of 2025.
A little oxymoron. I apologize unapologetically for my extra exuberance when the CAPE students came. Sorry, they were my babies. So forgive me, and of course the others that I know personally. So, I would like all the graduates to stand. You are now officially graduates and alumni of the Sir Arthur Lewis Community College. I would like the audience to stand up, please, and give them a rousing round of applause. This is your moment. Come on, smile. I'm here with you, don't you see? Smile. Wonderful. Please have your seat. They say when it's nice, do it twice, but they also say 3 times is a charm. I invite you once more to listen as Manasseh again takes the spotlight and do his thing once more. He probably went to look for some water. All right, moving right along. As our hospitality studies graduates know, we all have our preferences when it comes to food. We have different tastes. Some like it hot, some like it cold. Some savory, spicy, others crave the bold. Whatever awakens your palate, sweet or savory, literally and figuratively, at SALCC, we offer programs and courses that help people discover their tastes, their passions, and talents they never knew they had. Indeed, we serve more than flavors. We offer pathways that help students discover their true calling and provide them with countless opportunities and platforms to not just exist, but to shine. One such student joined the Creative Performing Arts program in September 2023. On a whim, she stepped onto the stage of the April 2024 SALCC World Slam Poetry Competition, not merely to participate, but to conquer. She claimed victory there and recently rose to triumph yet again at the Regional Poetry Slam. For 2 years, she has illuminated every space she entered, and as you heard earlier, earned the top award for her program and for our Faculty of Humanities and Sciences. She truly embodies the phrase, big things come in small packages. To top it all, she emerged as the top contender for the valedictorian nomination. Whatever her delivery today, sweet or savory, one thing is certain, she will shine. Ladies and gentlemen, please help me welcome to the podium our valedictorian for this morning, Shine Savory.
Ladies and gentlemen, Principal, we did it! Your Excellency, I humbly request to adopt the protocol established. Ladies and gentlemen, my fellow graduates, it is my honor to stand before you at the long-awaited graduation ceremony for the class of 2025 for the Sir Arthur Lewis Community College. Okay. I know that some of us are sitting here in our royal blue gowns, in this Royalton ballroom, surprised that we made it to this day. We have classmates that we wish could be sitting beside us here, but couldn't make it to this moment. And I know that some of us are looking at our fellow graduates sitting here and wondering, how that man graduating? You mean to tell me that girl passed all her courses? Sapa true. There are many among us who, every week, when the assignment checklist grew too long, or the house sports score sheet became a shame to look at, Thomas House stay strong, we would throw up our hands and say, I can't do that again, I dropping out of that school, what am I here for? But then Monday morning, you see the same people who declare they quit, walking up to the Mon bus stop, wearing that same polo shirt they swore they would never put on again. Nevertheless, here we are. Now, graduates, for some of you, you may be experiencing deja vu sitting here. seeing as you just graduated from secondary school a couple of years ago. And for others, we were part of the class of 2020 COVID, like myself, and we used this college to regain our stolen secondary school years. Others, we spent years in the world of work and came to SALCC to arm ourselves with a degree before diving right back into the rat race. Either way, a lot has happened in our lives and in our nation these past few years, and it may feel like we've been struck on the head by the stick of Sir Arthur and have come down with amnesia concerning how we got here, but hopefully I can refresh your memory a little bit on this journey we have just embarked on. Now, this was not like secondary school where we picked a handful of subjects to see what stuck. No, this was a somewhat expensive investment that we had to commit to. Yet still, some of us, when you ask, why did you choose your degree program? We would say, my mother that tell me choose that, eh? Now, personally, I had time to decide on what I wanted to study. After graduating secondary school, I stayed home for 2 years, battling chronic health issues during a pandemic, sitting around contemplating my own mortality, and I thought, I should really pursue my passion for theater and pursue creative and performing arts. If I had applied a year earlier or a year later, the program would not have been available, and I would have missed out on the experience of a lifetime working in St. Lucia's creative industries, doing what I love regardless of potential pay, with the best classmates I could have asked for. But yet still, when people ask me what I'm studying and I say theater, they watch me up and down a kind of a way, like, okay. So I would often consider dropping out of creative and performing arts to do something a little bit more serious. I would sit under the big tree at the Mon campus and do some people watching. I'd think, maybe I should do law. Maybe I should do criminal justice. Or maybe the sciences, like the smart people in the pre-college department. Or maybe, those enterprising business students, they're smart. Or the philosophers at the Unit for Sociological Thought and Change. But then I would see the state of my colleagues in the weeks leading up to CAPE, still writing exams long after the rest of us had gone home for summer break, and I would think, glad I'm not them. I'd steal the notebooks of my friends in other courses and be greeted by pages of figures, Latin terms, Greek symbols, and I would think, glad I'm not them. And I'm sure that all the other students looked at us art students leaving rehearsals at 1 o'clock in the morning in preparation for a career that pays 75 cents a month and thought, glad I'm not them. As we figured out our places in our careers in training and were thrown headfirst into subjects and situations we had never braved before, the thought has often come to our minds, why am I here? Why me? In fact, judging by some of your faces as you just walked across this stage to get your certificates, I know that's what you're thinking right now. Your parents paid good money for the graduation package, at least smile, Messi. But nonetheless, the question of the point of pursuing these fields of studies may especially be what you're thinking in an age where AI could do an entire day's work in a minute. The same AI that you were using at 11:59 in your experiments to see how late Moodle would accept your submissions. But then you may have thought, I'm doing that assignment for this miss or for that so, after they're done grading 100 assignments just like yours. But regardless, the work that we did was the result of our effort, hours of our lives, regardless of whether any lecturer took a second look at it. We are the ones who have everything to gain from exploring this world and expressing ourselves, no matter what the assignment entailed. And my colleagues in the Digital Humanities, New Media, and Creative Industries Department, we learned this firsthand. To build an industry that future generations can be proud of, we cannot simply hand in a resume, collect a salary, and call that all there is to this short life. as we hold these certificates in hand and we ask ourselves, what is all of this for? Let us look back on our SALCC careers, not as a duty towards a teacher for a grade or to assuage our parents' wishes, bless them, but let us view this as a choice to enrich our lives and service these communities that we hold dear. Graduates, we have been waiting for this day for a long time. We had exams to mark the end of a semester, a concrete GPA to tell us exactly how well we did or didn't do, and a graduation to neatly end it all off. And I think about the rest of our lives, coming back to pondering mortality once again, and we're not going to have this explicit system to tell us exactly how well we're doing or rigid breaks with beautiful ceremonies to send us off. And it feels terrifying, but it is my hope that we can get some grip of the working world by being our own graders, working for ourselves no matter what the company, and give ourselves our personal graduations when we have assessed that we are ready to move forward. To quote Jon Stewart, the unfortunate yet truly exciting thing about your life is that there is no core curriculum. The entire thing is an elective. Now, I don't mean to get political, but it must be said, many of us exercised our democratic rights as adults and voted for the first time this past week. Let me see your voting fingers. How many of us went to the polls? And I would like us to recognize that many of our grandparents were not even guaranteed primary education. And we just voted in an election where parties were wholeheartedly offering to pay off tuition for SALCC students, to make this college free in one way or another. 2 generations ago, this would have been but a far-off fantasy. But today we have Sir Arthur Lewis Community College graduates in Ivy League universities receiving Rhodes scholarships and seeing the world open up for us in ways that those young children on the sugarcane plantations in the blazing sun could never have imagined. But yet still, at our northern campus, the walk from D-Thames to VAR was so long and arduous that we had to negotiate with teachers for a break period to catch our breaths after the long walk. And I am sure that the brothers and sisters that we have from Southern Campus can tell us their own stories of the many rivers they had to cross, including coming all the way across the island for this ceremony here today. Our Southern Campus brothers and sisters, you're one of us. Never forget that. We are now, for the first time, sitting in a room with a little over half of our colleagues in a college that's spread out between buildings on the sprawling Mon campus and our Southern Campus. Didn't feel all that much like a community college at times. To contend with external voices who call our college SALCC. On the behalf of the marketing department and our principal, the abbreviation for the college is SALCC, and that is not up for debate. Now, while our now alma mater is not perfect, but I would like us to recognize that our former school will only go places if we stop contributing to the narrative that this school is an inherently inferior place. Right? This school and our lives are what we make them. And those who have put their all into their time at this institution deserve their flowers. I have my props. All right, so to every house and club executive who sat in empty classrooms because nobody showed up for the meetings, big up you. To every athlete who gave it their all on the court or on the track, even when they didn't make it to the top of the podium, again, Thomas House, stay strong. Big up you. To every poet and to every debater who poured their hearts out on the mic, even when the judges did not deliver justice. Big up you. To every student who put everything they know on those exam papers, even when it didn't feel like a lot. Big up you. And most of all, to every single person who got up every morning and tried their best, even when they could have chosen to stay at their home that day. Big up you, big up you, big up you. You are the strength that defines SALCC. Now, to our wonderful staff. The counseling and student experience units were essential in making our college life that bit more exciting. Yes, Mr. Benty. In getting us help when we were at our lowest, our counseling unit, and for offering a listening ear. But besides this, every single unit at this college had staff, lecturers, and ancillary workers who truly cared about this institution, and every single student who walked through our walls. It's people like these who love what they do, who showed us what kind of lives we can aspire to, and who embody the Sir Arthur Lewis Community College. Big up you, our teachers. All right, Mr. Benty. You see, I can't throw, that's why we came last at sports. So, those of us who have been here should know it better than anybody. Nous pas sales. We are not filthy, and we are not less than. We are part of this college who shaped who we were for 2 years or even more. So when they call your college SALCC, tell them that. As you can tell, I'm very passionate about this school, as I'm sure many of you are. And this was the place where, thanks to the library services, I first discovered my gift for spoken word. Yes, our library. And without this college, I wouldn't have been able to achieve my dream of not only going to Carifesta, but being able to win a regional level poetry competition. And this college, I have had the privilege of representing this college as far as Venezuela. We had the excitement during our SALCC tenure of seeing St. Lucia win its first Olympic medals. I missed my online ethics class in the middle of the lecture to walk down to town to see the Julian Alfred motorcade pass. Big up Julian. I've since apologized to my lecturer for missing the class, but he saw the irony, it's okay. We felt what it is like to be winners. We felt the betrayal of cancellations of things that we have looked forward to by adults who didn't understand us and just wanted to pop our water balloons. If you know, you know. But in the end, as Romans 8:28 says, everything works out for our good in the end, and everything from our first day at this institution has taught us in one way or another. These years have given us insight into our place in the world, while also giving us the space to find ourselves amid the pressures of college-level coursework, the newfound freedom of flexible schedules, and the friendship breakups and the grope wells that were sustained along the way. But thanks to our friends, old and new, because we have known them, we have been changed for good. Now, as I was collecting my gown earlier this week, I was walking down the steps of the Mon campus, and I had to try and hide the tears rolling down my cheek as I said goodbye to that precious period in my life. Meanwhile, the current students were passing me on the steps and looked back at me like, what happened to that girl? But they don't know it yet. They don't understand it yet. But maybe they will in a year or two when they are sitting here, hopefully, wearing these same royal blue gowns and madras sashes that we don, these madras sashes that we don right now. Graduates, we look to the road ahead as the road on the Mon campus was paved just after we stopped having to go up there. But nonetheless, let us pave our own paths. Let's get dirty, get to work, and never forget to ask ourselves with love and aspiration, what am I here for? Thank you. All right. class of 2025. I'd like you to stand. They didn't give us our hats, but I have one hat I would like to throw on behalf of all of us. 3 chairs for the class of 2025. Hip hip, hooray! Hip hip, hip hip, hooray! Thank you.
So was she sweet or savory or both? Both, yes. She was sweet and savory, and as I promised, Shine did. That's right, that's right. Okay, now, Miss Sade Gustav, a student from the Faculty of Humanities and Sciences, is here to deliver the vote of thanks. So invite her to come and do that for us, please.
Your Excellency, I kindly ask your permission to adopt the protocol that has already been established. Thank you. Is it morning or afternoon? Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon, everyone. As I stand here today, I can't help but feel the joy, the pride, and even the screams, I should say, of relief that we have come to the end. It is over. This morning isn't defined by our gowns or our certificates, but our individual journeys that I think Shine so clearly demonstrated. Sometimes it was messy, sometimes exhausting, sometimes uncertain, but always fueled by the hope that it would soon be over. And right now, we are at that juncture. And so it is truly my honor to say thank you on behalf of the Sir Arthur Lewis Community College for making today possible. To our guest speaker, Mr. Keegan Patrick, thank you for speaking to us with not only authority, but authenticity. Your message didn't just inform us, but it reached us to an extent I don't think you usually find guest speakers reach their audience with. You reminded us that ambition is needed, and without it, there is not really much that we can do. So we say thank you. To our corporate entities and sponsors, your generosity is often quietly offered, but loudly felt. Thank you for believing in this college and in the potential of every student who walks through our doors. To the government of St. Lucia, through the National Television Network, we say thank you for helping us share moments like these with our wider community. Your support ensures that our families and friends, both here and abroad, can celebrate with us. To the SALCC Board of Governors, our principal and vice principals, your leadership, as outlined by Chairman during his welcome remarks, is more than just policy or planning, but rather steadiness in the challenging moments and vision in uncertain times. Thank you for steering this institution. To our lecturers, you are the heartbeat of this college. You have taught, but you have also listened, advised, encouraged, and sometimes carried us when we felt overwhelmed. Your impact has touched our lives, and for that, we will forever be grateful. To the Office of the Vice Principal and the Graduation Planning Committee, thank you for every late-night email, every checklist, every rehearsal, every reminder, including the deadline to pay for today, and every other detail that made today beautiful. You've taken what could have been a simple ceremony up at the DTEM's parking lot and turned it into something that I think we can all consider to be a cherished moment. To the Office of the Registrar, we say thank you for coordinating today with precision and patience, qualities that deserve, I believe, far more recognition than they receive. To the Housekeeping Department, thank you for the care you show every single day. You create the environment that allows everything else to happen smoothly. We see you and we appreciate you. To the Reprographic Center,
thank you for producing the programs and the materials that made today flow. Not only that, I personally have to thank Mr. Sonny for printing my essays the day after they were due, for the labs we rushed to print, and so on and so forth. Thank you very much. To our valedictorian, Miss Shine Savory. Your words captured what I believe can be said to be the heart of this graduating class. You spoke with honesty, boldness, courage, and I think you captured really what it is we would have wanted to head today. Can't we agree, graduates? So we say thank you. And to our mistress of ceremony, director of the program, Ms. Deborah Dulo. Thank you for guiding us today with banter, clarity, calmness, for making today enjoyable. Thank you. And finally, to our families, to our friends, to our supporters, and especially to our graduates, thank you. Thank you for your resilience. Thank you for your sacrifices, your laughter, your prayers, your late night study sessions, and your unwavering belief in yourselves and each other. Today is a celebration of all of us. On behalf of the South Louis Community College, thank you for being here. Thank you for contributing. Thank you for caring. Congratulations, class of 2025. Big up yourselves. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Sadi, for doing the honors. Ladies and gentlemen, please stand. It has been an absolute pleasure and honor serving you as Mistress of Ceremonies. Our Governor General has to be elsewhere, so we would like right now to sing the college anthem, and this will be led by Cleanus Jules, a graduate of our Creative and Performing Arts program.
Good afternoon, graduates of 2025. All right. Aim high, my fellow men, you of SALCC. Let's build a name that will always last and always honored be. Let's make a pledge to ever keep in sacred reverence our motto, constant and upright pursuit of excellence. March on, my fellow men, let nothing you detain. Follow the path our graduates trod, from tardiness refrain. Turn not from diligence and truth, gain knowledge, eloquence. Remember that our motto is pursuit of excellence. Sing out, my fellow men, with sweetness fill the air. LCC of morn fortune, let all our hearts reveal.
Yeah. To the people and all the children of the world, if you can see it, you're not too far away. And before you can reach it, no, you must endure the pain. AI, real talk, you can touch the sky. Make no doubt about it, no. Real talk, you can sit on high. Ain't no doubt about it, no. Real talk, we can do it for the youth in another generation. Yes, you're strong enough to meet your destiny, saying nothing. Sing it. Nothing is impossible. Because what? No one can hold us down. We are unstoppable. Because nothing is impossible. Oh, oh no. Because nothing is impossible. If the door doesn't open, don't you wait. Use force to knock it down. And there ain't no time for moping. No, that moment is right now. AI, real talk, we can touch the sky. Ain't no doubt about it, no. Real talk, you can sit on high. Just no doubt about it, no. Real talk, we can do it for the youth in another generation. Yes, you're strong enough to meet your destiny, saying nothing. Nothing is impossible. No one can hold us down. We are unstoppable. Because nothing is impossible. Possible. Oh, oh no, oh no. I know I can be what I wanna be, and if I work hard at it, I will be where I wanna be. Say I know I can be what I wanna be, and if I work hard at it, I will be where I wanna be. Yes, nothing. Yes, nothing is impossible. Class of 25, remember, nothing is impossible, and the journey continues as you pursue excellence. I thank you.
The graduation ceremony of the Sir Arthur Lewis Community College. If you stayed with us for the entire time, I really hope you enjoyed it. It was an inspiring ceremony where we witnessed the Faculty of Humanities and Science as well as graduates from the South Campus receive their certificates. The valedictorian was just spectacular and inspiring. So this is the end of our first ceremony. The next ceremony begins in just a few hours. I hope you return and join us to witness the other faculties, the Faculty of Agriculture and Tourism, the Faculty of Teacher Education, the Faculty of Engineering, can come and receive their certificates. Ladies and gentlemen, this is your national tertiary institution, the Sir Arthur Lewis Community College. We thank you once again for staying with us, and please remain with us. Come back at 3 p.m. for another graduation ceremony. That was Dr. Felicier. We're calling it out. We're calling it out right now, and we will see you again at 3 p.m. Thank you so much.